Hello, buddy. Welcome back. I'm the Strategy Professor, and today we're doing another episode in our legendary Durthu campaign with the Wood Elves. Total War Warhammer 2 using the Mortal Empires with the Steel Faith overall mod. Special thanks to Diego for sponsoring this campaign. If you'd like to sponsor a campaign yourself, just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. You can set that up. It's just $20 baseline. A little bit more is always appreciated. Diego donated $25. Adam, for the Empire campaign on Steel Faith that I just completed a little while ago, was $50. So if you'd like to donate, help support some real good, in-depth Total War content, just email me, let me know. And if you made it this far in the campaign, don't forget to like and subscribe. It does help other people find the content as well. Not a lot of people do it on Legendary with the Steel Faith, especially with such in-depth descriptions. So be sure to support that with the like and subscribe. Okay, let's go ahead and get in here. So I think we can just go Branch Wraith in the army. And then we're just going to run this guy down. I think we should be able to beat him. Minus 5 melee defense. I mean, that is very tempting. The vigor loss reduction is real. Extra speed and reload time reduction. I mean, that will be pretty nice for... if it was melee attack reduction, 100% I'd do it, but melee defense, take us down to 25. I mean, these guys could probably do with a little haircut to melee defense. These don't really matter. Basically, what it's going to come down to is 10% more damage on the archers because of the reload time reduction.
Do you take me for a wizard?
Are they really going to be doing that much melee damage, though? They don't have much melee attack. Melee defense. The speed. You know what? I might just go ahead and opt into that for this one. Oh, it's required 50% to adopt it, though. Yeah, maybe not. So I might have to chase him down. Or we might even try a double header if we have enough movement to try to come down here and get them, too. I don't know if we're going to have that much movement. We might. I can run pretty damn far. Alright. Let's go at him. Yeah, they're going to try to run. Cowards they are. I'm not surprised. Well, boys, you done goofed. Now, this terrain should be forest, right? Like forest, which means we should get the extra melee attack, the leadership, all that stuff. Yes. So maybe we got it before and I just didn't notice, but we should definitely be getting some bonuses here. Alright, so they have a pretty good front line. They just have one grudge thrower, which we can neutralize that pretty quickly, and they don't have that many quarrelers. Alright, let's do it. I think we can handle this for sure. Now, we might still do Flock of Doom. I don't know. It might. I mean, they're going to be resistant to some of that damage, but at the same time, you know, the wild form or whatever, that does increase weapon damage. A major problem with the way my army's set up right now is a lot of it does magic damage, which magic damage reduction includes, can include melee attacks or missile damage as well. If it's a magical attack, it's not just spells. So, for example, these guys do magic damage. You know, he does magic damage. He does magic damage. He does magic damage. So all of the forest spirit stuff is magic damage. Now my archers don't, which is good. But that means that the dwarfs are going to get an additional 25% reduced damage. So they're going to get reduction from their armor, reduction from their melee defense, and reduction because of magic. So we're basically going to do almost no damage to these dwarfs. And all of those stack, I think, multiplicatively with each other. So it's going to be rough trying to carve through these dwarfs. That's why we have to have archers to do this for us. Now, the Swift Shiver ones are good because they do armor piercing, but they also do magic damage, and we don't have those right now anyway, so go ahead and start playing with that. So it could take a while, but at the same time, they're going to have a really hard time hacking through us as well, because you know, we have 15% physical resist, and we have high armor. and they don't have very much armor-piercing damage. So we're going to be beating on each other for quite a while, but I think what it's going to come down to is we're going to get a bunch of flank shots. That's what we're going to try for. With our archers.
Ready and able.
I want to start off with these Way Watchers.
Awaiting orders.
I kind of do want to get up there and pressure them as much as possible. Let me just put these on their own thing here.
Warriors of Ariel.
We could just use all of our magic for healing, and we could just have a gunfight if we really wanted to. We could use this right here to get 25% missile resist, but I do have 10% naturally. A bit of ward save. Yeah, we get that ward save because we're in the forest, I think, right now. Okay, so it does work. You just have to be in White Forest, I think. If you're out in the world and you're in White Forest, it'll count. These guys are worthless. I need to get rid of them if we're going to be fighting Dwarfs next, which I think is what we need to do. So those guys can't pop over the wall at us. Oh, I forgot these can Vanguard. But we don't want to be up there too far.
Our aim is true. Warriors of Ariel.
Okay, let's go with this. They don't have any anti-large, so should be fine.
Our bows are yours.
Okay, that's way too close. I need to be way back here. I want to like maximize that range. Let's go ahead and see if we can knock out. Actually, we could try to knock out their artillery the way they have it positioned there, since it's so far away from the rest of their stuff. We have snipe also, so they're not going to see us unless they get really close.
Wild Glade Guard. Azrael attack.
Fascina. Fakashtu.
At pace. Steady. Fire. Manos pressare. Tireless. Glade Guard. Let's fly. Watchers! Defenders of Athelord! Azrai attack! Bowman ready! Immediately! Aim! Release! Swiftly now! Hurry! By Kurnos!
Yeah, we just kind of melted him there.
Armed and ready!
Kill as many as we can. Do not let them escape.
Ready! Glade guard! Yes! Let fly! Bows of Athelloren! Glade guard! First up! We are tireless! Yes! At speed! End them! Glade guard! With haste! The first wills it! Dauntless Azray! Quickly!
These guys are still like pretty
Glade guard!
not very tired.
Aim firm!
As long as you get a nice little front line for those bows, man, they are for real. Elves do not play.
At speed! Awaiting orders!
We neutralized a lot of their stuff really well.
No! Glade
Only lost
guard!
some of our fodder units,
Let's
which is
fly!
nice. And our forest spirit units, which cost 78 gold. And by comparison, that's like pretty close to what zombies cost, is what these guys are. And these guys are way better than zombies.
Orders!
I mean, you can get zombie cost
Faster!
depending on what you
Aye!
get to be like, you know, 40 gold or something.
Ready and able! Straight away!
With the vampire
This
counts,
instant!
but still, like, you get the point. It's like in zombie territory. It's under 100 gold a turn
Blade guard!
with Durthu,
Release!
and
With haste!
obviously, like,
Yes!
way more powerful than that. I mean, they're not, like,
Archers ready!
insane value, but they're
Swift!
pretty damn good. Zombies have, like,
Wild
7 melee
riders!
attack and 15 defense or
Right!
something like that.
Quickly!
Probably even less than that. I think it's something like 7/7
Blade guard!
unupgraded.
At pace! Hurry!
Don't want to fire my own people, so we got to be a little careful. God, those dudes are so fast.
With haste!
They're just not tired at all. Well, they're sort of tired. They're winded.
Swiftly! Deepwood archers! By Kurnos!
The graphics card is like, please don't zoom in.
Glade guard! Swiftly! Go!
Alright, let's just chill.
Warriors
Fuck
of
these dudes.
Ariel!
Do not shame your ancestors.
Wild
Trying to kill
riders!
as many as we possibly can. I think they're going to be wiped out because they already retreated once, but I'm not 100%. Sometimes they get to run an extra time. And it's not really clear,
With
like,
haste! Athelloren!
when that happens and when it doesn't happen.
Athelloren! By Kurnos! Swift! Ride, sons of Kurnos! Glade guard!
I wonder if over in Ulthuan, see, I didn't play this in Warhammer 2, but I wonder if some of those buildings would be like for wood elves as well. I know it says like dark elves and high elves, a lot of the major landmark elf buildings like Lothern and stuff like that. But I wonder if wood elves would gain any benefit out of those things. Like we saw with Paravon, I get something special. I never realized that before. I'm interested now, like with my high elf campaign. I still need to do a couple of episodes there. I'm interested to see if I take Paravon, if something special comes out of it. It's like pretty far out of the way, I think. I'll have to hover it and see. I want to take Alariel's like wooded area if I can. We'll see. How is the matchup of Wood Elf and High Elf? Depends on how many Sisters of Avalorn they have. I feel it depends on how much territory I have too. I think I am eventually going to upgrade all the stuff to the 1% missile damage. It's going to cost me, you know, a lot of extra upkeep, but we are going to get some upkeep reduction, and I think we're not going to have a ton of armies with this campaign, most likely. See, he got to run again. Even though we basically wiped his whole army. Nice, I got 2 amber for that. And we get plus 12 leadership. Sweet. Campaign movement range. Okay. How close is he? He's taking attrition. Ooh. Okay, so they do have to run all the way around here. So this is actually not a threat, because this guy, like, it will not let me run through this place. So they do have to run all the way around. So they're actually not a threat to take my town if they're on this side of the river.
Be gone.
I'm trying to think if I dash. It's not gonna work. Let me check these. I think we've got all the followers down there, right? Range, yeah, not gonna matter on him. Schedule. Companion, young stag. Public order, okay. More drummer. Intelligent. I mean, this guy is like not an amazing fighter, but like if we put 30 more armor on him, go for 12-12. I mean, maybe we can turn this dude into an okay fighter. I'm just kind of wondering because he's cheap, and you know, I'm gonna get a lot of branchwood like buildings anyways because I want more of the trees. So it's possible I could just have like 2 or 3 of those in an army. I don't think they're very good at tanking, but maybe.
Lord of the Glade. This is Athel-Loren, home of the Oak of Age.
Certainly not. Lord of Athel-Loren.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, traitor. How dare you? Yes, I will. I will not.
Lord of the Glade. What could you possibly want? Ill-judged.
Let's see if he'll give us some cash here.
A traitor stands before me. Speak, how dare you?
Okay, Beastman, blah blah blah, Bastone. Yeah, nobody likes us. Okay. Yeah, now we want to upgrade this. Get to tier 2, get the wizard going. I think we should be all good. Can't do any offices. We're still gonna have to eat the 1,000 gold cost. We can get rid of this dude eventually, but I think we can go ahead and kick this guy actually. Run this out a little bit. We're not facing anti-large right now. What is his slightly better garrison, but I think we can smash it. Okay, so we still have to have that insurance policy there for now, but well, I didn't look to see if we needed to build anything extra in Paravon, but I don't think we do. You do get a decent chunk of cost reduction as you level up the tree. It's not like insane, but it's alright. Although you can't get the 15% reduction with each lord. They don't have quartermaster or whatever. But Durthu does come with that 35 stock reduction. We can get a tech that gives us 7 more. Interesting. Internet's out. Okay, we intercepted them in the underway. Okay, that dude, though. No. We will decline that. Okay, so he's intercepted them in underway. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just crush that. So they are probably trying to retreat back to their little dwarf home. Pretty sure we basically always need the cash. Okay, so they just waddled on back to Carrick Norn. Hopefully those greenskins don't go for us and they're going for somebody else. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, internet just randomly being out. I did get it fixed a while ago, but this one looks like it's just like out. Maybe there's a storm or something going on? I don't know. Either way, that's fine for this because this doesn't have to be online. Because I'm just recording this from the desktop. Where'd they go? Okay, so they are headed over for somebody else, not me. What do they? They have 17. So we do have 3 more amber. We could get rid of our this guy if we really wanted to. Although he puts in some work, man. He kills a lot of things. These guys are still some of the best archers in the game. There's 45 of them in this stack, and they do 1,000. They're like super accurate. Do a ton of extra damage. Fire really fast. Have a lot of ammo. They just get destroyed if they get focus fired, but they do have really far range. Okay, so we got a free kill here. Range skewering. I think just bolts here. Yeah, 22. And then I think we just go with these 2. Eventually. I mean, this is interesting. Damage resistance, missile resistance. It's really expensive, though. Amber Spear is not that great. Getting the Manticore is nice. And it's only 14 to summon a Manticore. It's not terrible, but I think we need to get down here and start grabbing some of the rest of this stuff. Okay, so we'll go bolts. Sync, right? Let me see. So 5% reload time and 3% damage or 12% missile damage. Maybe we do just go with this. Well, he's going to be up on the front line. That he's not going to be within range. I mean, the 50 range is a little more useful, but I think we'll go with this first. Okay, so larger range on that would be nice. Extra wall damage would be fantastic. I guess we don't need that many walls damage, but it is actually pretty helpful. So that's less archers that are going to be up there a lot of times, as we saw the last time. Okay, so that's 9 units. That's 12. You're going to have 21 units, but I've got 17. I guess we could even pop this dude up here to reinforce if we want. Now, if they intercept us in the underway, he's dead. But at the same time, do I care if he's dead? Not really. He's a pretty damn good fighter, too. We're going to delete him in a second, but we might as well put him to some use here, right? We already have all this stuff updated and upgraded. Yes. Now, if anyone else goes hostile with us, you got to really be careful, though, because if you piss off the wrong people, it's very easy for them to backdoor you. I don't even see, like, a thing that gives you a good garrison. There used to be a garrison building you could get. I guess it's this one, but it only gives you 4 units. No, this one gives you a decent amount. I guess so if you get both of these. Then, in theory, you know, you could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then it normally has 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Wait, what? Oh, that's ammunition for all units. Okay. Yeah, so you could get a decent little squad there, but it would not be that great. So you gotta be real careful at the back door. Although if they take it out, I guess it really doesn't matter. If it's tier 1 and they knock it out, like, it's basically free. If they burn it, it's annoying, but I guess it's not the end of the world if they take it out. Okay, let's, they're gonna intercept and kill me on that one. Yeah, we'll just auto-resolve it. I mean, I was gonna delete them anyways. Like, the only bad thing about that is, you know, I basically gave them a level up. But that's fine. That's not a huge deal. He did have a nice little passive, but I don't think it's a super rare passive. It actually did injure some. I mean, maybe I should have fought it and did as much damage as I could. I didn't want to waste a lot of time there. Clan Ongrund, where are they? How did I spot them? I don't know. Anyways, we'll take them out next turn. Okay, so that's all good. Waiting on that one.
Glade Lord, we will see our homeland persist through all the coming unthinkable.
If we start murdering
What
these
do you
dwarves,
need?
I think
What
they'll
could
like
you
that.
possibly want? Misguided.
Lord of the A traitor stands before me. Preposterous.
Okay, still working our techs. Alright. Hey, those greenskins are true to form, though. They are just beelining straight for Belagar. That's what they did in my Belagar campaign. They just ran straight past all the elves. Just tried to go after Belagar. So that is true. The cool thing is, though, you can pretty much settle anywhere. So public order, not that big of a deal, most places. Okay, they brought in somebody else. Now that means I can draw them out, though. This makes me feel a little more uneasy. Oh, wait. No, that's the same dude. Okay. I'm really putting a lot of trust that this guy's not going to crush me here. How much does he dislike me? If I took out his town, I could enslave him or whatever. Yeah. I hate having to spend money on that, but it's a necessary evil. Okay, this guy doesn't even really have that much. Now, if I attack him and subjugate him... Subjugation's not actually that costly in a lot of instances, if you think they won't break out. But the thing is, he might actually break out, because I don't think he has it. Aversion, treaties with wood elves, great power, yeah. If you subjugate, you do gain a lot of power, though. I mean, I am going to be killing a lot of dwarfs. They're going to like that. It's possible I could just subjugate them. Because it really doesn't matter if you have a provincial bonus or not. It's all pretty much the same. And if I subjugate them, I'm pretty sure I have military alliance, which means that they, I'll still get their amber, I believe. And they might actually make an army to help protect me. So subjugation might not be a bad plan for some groups.
I have no time for this.
What's this guy have? Okay, ooh, it's just one lord. Oh, you done goofed, son. Means I can pull them all out of that garrison. Because they have to reinforce him unless he runs. I think I can hit him, and I think they'll try to fight me, because they're going to have, what, 9, 10, and then whatever this number is, 17, 22, 22 on 17. I think they'll try to fight that, and I think we can beat them. I didn't see how much damage the Flock of Doom did, but it looked like it was still doing decent damage, like not as much, but like, okay, still enough to do it. Like, the other option is just spam healing with the Branch Wraith. Let's do it. I think they'll come out. Also, they're going to have to reinforce, which means that I'm going to get to take free shots on them. If they come in, they should come in from either the left or the right. I don't think they're going to come in behind him. I've been wanting a good Wood Elf campaign. This is fun. So thanks again to Diego for that. Because it is an interesting campaign management style. Because like I said, I mean, the closest thing is probably Norska. I haven't played Norska in a while either. Norska's a lot more annoying. I mean, I guess they're similar in a lot of ways to Wood Elves because, yeah, they're all coming in from over here, so we can probably gun that down. In that they don't have walls in their towns, which can make backdooring really annoying, but a lot of people don't they don't like you, but they're not going to come at you enough, you know, early on. Now what we can do is try to force the dwarves from like this angle. Try to come at them from this angle and then fire from the side at them. I think that might be a decent plan. We're just going to ignore this dwarf over here. We can use our big guys to lock him up, I guess, if we really want to. He can actually... Okay. Start deployment.
Quickly! Fascina!
Protectors of the forest! Your orders! Way Watchers! Azrael, attack!
Oh, he's already, the Wild Riders got him down.
Orders! Aye! Let's fly!
Yeah, that dude got dealt with.
Hurry! Ever ready! Swiftly now! Glade Guard! Warriors of Ariel! Way Watchers! Quickly! Orders! Azrael, attack! Riders ready! Loose!
Yeah, they turn their back to me.
Swiftly!
They try to fire on my Wild Rider, so we're just lighting them up here.
Deepward archers! Go! Yes! Mykonos! Immediately! Flutter them! Blaze Guard! Loose! With haste! Way Watchers! This instant!
Try to get up and shoot them in the back so their shields don't work.
Defenders of Athelorn! Fire! Way Watchers! Straight away! At once! Yes?
Let's kill as many as we can here, because we're gonna have to fight that garrison probably next turn.
Battle! Orders received! Right! Wild Riders! At speed! Ride them down! Blaze Guard! Targets! With haste! Ready and able! For Kurnos! Way Watchers! At the Lauren!
Got him, coach.
Blaze Guard! For Isha!
Don't have enough.
ready. Thanos, bless our aim.
That dude almost made it. Not quite.
Quickly! Trample them!
Speed this up. Just grab a couple more here. Just make sure that gets zeroed out as much as we can. Because they are going to get some replenishment too, I think. I don't think I'm going to be able to siege it in time. Yeah, that guy does kill a lot more than the Glade Guard do. I mean, this was like the death stack. Like, not this stack, but like, I had like 8 of these, I think, in the base campaign. And then I had maybe 6 of these. Something like that. It was like 8 Way Watchers, maybe 5 or 6 of these large dudes. Like 4 dragons and like 3 or 4 heroes. And it just like deleted. I remember it was hilarious. Like it was one volley from the Way Watchers killed like Thorgrim. On like turn 80 or something. That's why I kind of like this mod, 'cause it dials it back a little bit. Like the late game Wood Elves are just so sick. With those ambushers and the bonuses you can get. I guess we'll just execute, because we're not... Because we only get the gold from releasing the captives, like this guy. That's it. Close battle. We lost 280. They lost 1,300. The elves will like that we executed them, too. I like how another huge perk of playing Durthu is that you don't get any attrition from anywhere. Oh, I do have enough to hit it. I mean, how likely is it we're going to murder these guys? I can't. Oh, they have pretty much nothing there. We should just be able to auto-resolve that, right?
Be gone!
Probably. So maybe we do just start going for Wonders of the Forest. And what do we need Lightning Strike for sure, eventually. You don't have a ton of replenishment with this either, though, so it's not like you can just Lightning Strike down and just gain back like 1,000,000 health, like vampire counts or something. Extra money would be very nice. We're about to go on a kind of a murder spree here. Let's just go with this. Should be pretty straightforward. They're gonna kill a couple of my spirit units if I auto-resolve this, but I kind of just don't want to fight it anyway. I'm worried they might kill off Wild Riders or Way Watchers. I didn't bust the walls. I could have busted the walls with this. I mean, these things can climb up ladders. We could just gun them all down and then just climb up the ladders. I think it should be fine. Okay, I guess we have to do it because I'm really afraid that it's going to kill the Wild Riders. This happened to me in my Empire campaign, where they just kind of troll and kill like a major unit of yours where there's no way it would actually die. Killed a hero of mine, and then it killed a couple other things that were really important. Those Wild Riders are very difficult to come by, and they are pretty useful. They're expensive, but now, Durthu can bust down that gate too, in theory, although I'm not sure how long it's going to take him to do that. Probably a long time. But we can just climb up the walls and probably beat him down.
Way Watchers! Yes? Glade Guard!
Are these guys door breakers also? Yes, okay. So they can help Durthu beat that stuff down, probably. And these guys are just not going to be doing anything in this fight, so we'll just hang them out in the back over here. Yeah, it's fine.
Children of Athelloren! Aim! Release!
Nice thing about Flock of Doom is it works on rafters too, which is pretty rare, actually. If you hold down Alt, then it targets the ground, so that you don't accidentally like click on other things.
Tireless! Let fly! Archers ready! End them! Glade Guard! For the Eternal Realm!
I think they're like, their missiles just look so cool too.
Glade Guard! Warriors of Arium! Our aim is true! Straight away! This instant! Children of Athelloren!
Get over here into this corner so we can get around from this stuff firing on us. Oh, this is a nice way to see how long it takes to break this. It takes a while.
We never miss! Weapons loose! Glade Guard! For Isha! For the Eternal Realm!
Now we're all kind of stacked on top of each other, which is not amazing, but
Glade
we're not taking fire at least. They have a super good arcing shot too, so
Release!
delicious looking arcing shot.
We are tireless!
That catapult's starting to come at us. Oh, I forgot he was even here. Jesus. That catapult, though, is starting to add up.
Aim! Fire!
How are they even in this still? My units cause fear. Oh my god, look at that shot.
Weapons loose! Ready for battle!
God.
End them!
Such range.
Ready to fire! At pace! End them! At speed! At once!
Okay, so they can get in there. It takes a little bit, but okay, all of them are running.
For the eternal realms!
So we did take a little bit of heat on our forest spirit units.
First up! Now!
Boys, go in through here. Why are you climbing up those ladders? Do not climb up the ladders.
We are tireless! With haste! Glade guard! At pace! Defenders of Athelloren! Once! Armed and ready! Awaiting orders! Trample them! Do not share your ancestors!
Got him, coach. You don't have to worry about public order in your non-main towns, though, once you get that settled, so that's pretty nice. Typically, you don't. I mean, with this new mod, it's like, maybe you do, because, like, Chaos Corruption counts as so much more for public order, but I think we can get enough to counteract it. It feels good to get a lot of stuff as the Elves, too, because you're just inching towards that, like, inevitability of just, like, ridiculously hardcore late game. So you get, like, 50% missile damage and weapon damage, but let's be real, it's mostly the missile damage that's going to kill people. I do miss raising and then seeding. You could get like ultra rich with that. They're like 200, 100,000, 200,000 gold. You kind of did need that money late game. Royal Standard Bearer. Nice. Extra leadership. So that's... I don't know if that stacks or not. Minus 10 leadership. That's pretty, it's pretty intense. Wow, did he still not level up after that? That's pretty crazy if we can get in the woods there. So I think we may go for Eye of Kurnos here. So we're going to start doing some potentially tougher fights here soon. I just wanted this, because I knew I'd probably level up off of that. I just wanted a little bit of this action. Alright, what we got here? Okay, a little fur ground. How many slots do I get with this? Grants 2 extra constructions. Okay, I was about to say, so I don't get the 8 slots, but I get 2 more slots if I wanted to. I'm not trading with anyone yet, but that's like a really cheap building. And when we do trade, we want that. So I guess we'll go with that. I mean, we could just go straight up with 2 more amber also. Basically, we're trading 1 amber for like 20 furs eventually. It's not going to tell us how much furs are worth. I think they're like 15 or so. Yeah, but we don't want this up as much as because that's going to increase our construction costs. So we really want to save the amber generation for like late game type of stuff. Like when we're really going for a key moment. We're trying to hit a key break point. Because the rank 2 really doesn't matter like that much. It doesn't give us any extra public order anymore. Which kind of sucks. It does give us like 4% reduction and Untainted 3 in all regions. So I mean, it's okay, but it's like really once we get to 30, so 5 here and then 25 here is really where we need to be. Okay, how do y'all feel about that?
You called?
Yeah, see, y'all like it.
You
I'm
have been
murdering
granted
dwarves.
safe passage. For now. Ridiculous.
Come on, man.
What do you need? The Deepwood protects its sons and daughters.
Yeah.
No, just no.
King in the woods. A traitor stands before me.
Come on, y'all were
Speak,
cool with it
traitor.
last time. Alright, 57 minutes. Did we finish? Okay, we did finish this. Alright. Definitely want the Spell Singer. I want the full magic user here. It seems like, well, I've already got 2 magic users. I mean, I guess that's true to an extent. You can only have 1 of these, so we need to figure out which one of these we want. Post-battle loot income, 10%. It's pretty legit. Temple of Isha. This is another thing I changed for the base game. You used to be able to stack Temple of Kurnos on all of them, so if you wanted to, and you get 20% extra campaign movement range, or stack any of them. There was not a limitation, but now you can only get 1 per settlement. So they balance that. Do I need... I'm trying to think. So for this I need... Attack. Talrenic. Elandra, Thelrock. Okay, so these are other faction things, I think. Attack. Now this one, Karanos, gives us an extra 10%. Campaign movement range is a really huge deal because we're not going to have a ton of armies, and we don't have a lot of, like, walls or anything in our smaller settlements, so... I think it's Kurnos, right? Definitely want one of those. I think it's Kurnos. Getting these with the Glade Guard with the Starfire Shafts are very good. Extra range, 29, heavy piercing damage, it's magic and fire. Really good. I definitely want that though, 100%. Hagbane, this stuff costs amber. It's okay. We don't need skirmisher cap though. We can just blow them up with our normal archers. Need this for public order. For sure. And it gives you a bunch of resources too. So like timber, trinkets, and pottery. Those are all like on average probably 15 a pop. So 9 of those. Yeah, you're looking at like 150 gold per turn, something like that. It's only 2 public order, though. Adjacent provinces. That doesn't affect me right now. Okay, so when we're under... Okay, so this stuff helps out when you're under siege. Siege holdout time, +1. We don't even have walls. I guess that works, but... 10 melee defense during a siege is legit. What do these things require? They do require some amber, and they are very expensive. We don't need that just yet. We'll get that eventually. I mean, 10 winds of magic is good. We don't need that one. The income is pretty nice, actually. And the replenishment rate. The 10% replenishment rate is real, because we're not in our own territory a lot of times. We're not going to be in friendly territory a lot of times. But I still think the movement is probably best, and that unlocks a tech that's going to be pretty close to what we're probably going to try to do. Like, yeah, Kurnos is pretty close. We're already immune to attrition. I don't know if we're going to go that deep, but we eventually want to get to this and Herkon's gift. Yeah, income from ports is a big one. Like, all of these are pretty legit. Yeah, I think it's Kurnos. I'm tempted by the other ones, but I guess you could go for Temple of Kurnos or whatever if you wanted to and get 20%. You just can't do it all in the same town. So you can't, like, have 20% of this and then, like, all that other crazy stuff. So we'll do Kurnos here. Move that one. Could save some costs and combine these, but probably doesn't matter. Okay, I think we looked at everybody else. Belagar probably does not. I'm assuming does not like us. Correct assumption. Do I just go take out Mutinous Gits right now? Okay, let's go on to the next turn and see. So we can either go for Mutinous Gits, try to knock them out. We could actually try to subjugate them. I don't know if they'd go for that or not, but we can't trade with them. Or we could just leave them alone, let them do their thing. The problem is if they go hostile, they're so close to jumping that wall and coming at us. I know I need to kill Carrick Norn down south, though, so I guess I can go ahead and clean that up, and then maybe go after Belagar. We'll see. I mean, the thing is, killing the Dwarfs, like, gains us a lot of favor with the Elves, and we need to start to get good relations with these Elves if we want to confederate with them eventually. Okay, so he ran back home. It's a lot more amber in this mod, or with Mortal Empires, or whatever changed it. I think the base game you had to have like 80 amber or something, maybe 60 to 80 amber to close out the game. So you could very easily close the game by like turn 75 or something. I think I could have done it by turn 70, but I was kind of like milking it, just sort of having fun. These guys just like suit my playstyle really well, which is just like 24/7 aggression.
I live to serve Ariel. This is my land.
Waiting.
Priestess of the Lady.
Skaven, huh? That's interesting. I really hope that the new Skaven Lord starts either here or Hell Pit. I imagine they have to, right? The problem is, like, they'd have to make it just for Warhammer 2 as well, and just Warhammer 2, I don't... From what I remember, this doesn't exist in Warhammer 2 proper without Mortal Empires. Yeah, you can't get over here because that would include Talia and stuff. So maybe they start somewhere generic. I don't know. But I hope that for Mortal Empires, one of them starts. They have to, right? Like, this is the Skaven capital of Skavenblight. I'm really hoping that it's Thankwall for the Skaven and that it's Skavenblight. Or that somebody starts in... I mean, Hell Pit would be a real challenge if there is Skaven. For sure, because all that Chaos Corruption would make it very difficult.
The hunter! A traitor stands before me. Speak,
Nice.
traitor.
Okay, we'll finish this turn out just so that I complete this, and then we'll, No. I don't know what's going on right now.
Preposterous.
You're gonna do it, bruh.
Yes.
Obviously, we would like to... He's going to be our first Confederation target because he's the other Legendary Lord that we would really like, and we don't want them to get too many weird points on him.
Azray, what could you possibly want?
Yes, trade, please, 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 trade. For non-aggro. Throw a trade agreement in there, you got it.
Ludicrous. Not possible. Imprudent.
Now, is that a one-time thing? Let me see. Give you
I shall comply.
Alright, fine.
Azray, the woods of Athaloran welcome you. Deliver your message. As you
Fine.
say.
Yeah, it's definitely lagging a little bit there.
No, just no.
Well, I really would like to be able to trade with them soon. Especially since I'm getting more trade goods here. I think I said before, but that was a major thing in the first one, is like no one likes you, so you really could not trade with anybody. It was just worthless. But I'm hoping that maybe some of the elves might like us. It's possible wizardmen maybe like us. We might be able to trade with the humans as well, potentially. But we're gonna need to get some ports because we are on our way naturally to go pick up. I guess that gives us the Bretonnian stuff, but we're gonna kill all the Bretonnians probably. That does give us High Elves. I thought we had Empire. Is it way over here? I thought we were... Oh, this one. Yes, yes, yes. That'll give us 30 with Empire. So we could potentially trade with them, which is nice. I have no idea why it's lagging. Maybe it's the video card or something. It is feeling kind of hot. I've only done one episode, though. It's kind of weird. I don't know. Maybe I need to dust it out over there, but... Anyways. Oh, yeah. It's like a 2-second lag here or something. Alright, so let's just pop over here. Knock out Grimhold, and we're just going to kind of hope that these guys don't come at us right now. I mean, we are killing dwarves. So it's possible that they could end up liking us.
What you want?
Yeah, it's getting better. As we're murdering everybody they don't like, so. If we keep murdering them, especially Belagar. I know they don't like Belagar, so. If we just keep killing everybody, maybe they will, they'll be cool with us. Okay, so next episode we'll try to take out Grimhold. Then we might take a peek over here at old Belagar and see what he's up to. Is he fighting her?
Belagar!
Who is she? She's after Broken Nose, I guess? Yeah, they don't like us that much. Yeah, she's after Broken Nose. Are they still in the game? I guess they have one town left. Where? So they've already taken this, though.
Who wishes the grail?
Maybe she helped out with that. I don't know. Could go knock her out if she's not home. Now, what is this? Bretonian dukedoms. Okay, so I think we knock out Grimhold. I say if Belagar's not home, we just go get his capital before he techs up, because dwarves are really, really annoying to deal with if they get teched up. So we can just try to grab all these mountains, because a lot of people aren't going to come up and mess with these mountains, or it's a lot harder for them to do it because it takes a lot of extra movement. They take attrition, all that kind of stuff. And continuing to kill dwarves will help us out with the elves a lot. So that's a huge thing. That's kind of like stage 1 to winning the game is trying to confederate all of the elves. Get yourself to a tier 3 tree, get all the elves. Once you get that, then you start to really have some power, because that's when you can really get your economy rolling in. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thank you very much. I'll do the intern here in a moment. Let's just double check. Oh, that's all good. These are all good. Public order's fine. Public order here is still a little rough. Prevention of instability, taxes, a little corruption in there, but I think it'll be alright. We are working towards the 3 public order for the main town. This place is still, like, okay. Buildings, taxes. Once we get this, we'll get 2 more. So I think we'll actually, for once in my life, actually, no, we finished this one. But I think we'll get the 3 points in tax before we have to deal with that. I hope. I was going to say, for once in my life, not have to go back to kill a rebellion there, but... Oh, hold on. Is that how we get extra capacity? If we can get a fully green populace, do we get +1 or whatever for all units? If we have like 100 capacity? That would actually be really cool. That would be a good incentive to try to get to perfect public order. Well, that makes me feel a little better, because then if that gives +4 capacity for all units, then that'll be real sweet. If we can get that. So that's how you get the extra capacity. You get all of the wood, you get all of the stuff up to tier 4, and then you probably get 1 extra capacity for all units, which would be phenomenal. But anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did. Special thanks again to Diego for the generous donation. I really appreciate it. If you'd like to commission a campaign of your own, then just email me at thestrategyprofessor@gmail.com. We can set that up. Be sure to check out the rest of the legendary campaigns as well. Be sure to stop by the stream sometime also if you'd like. We stream every night starting around 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 1:30 or 2 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Most of the time, I'm streaming League of Legends, but I'd love to hear you. Just pop in, say hey, you know, leave a like if you're interested. Do you have any questions about Total War, or you just want to talk about it for a little bit? I'm happy to chat with you about Total War too, even while I'm playing League of Legends. I try to be very conversational, very friendly during the stream. So, and it's a very friendly community too. People don't mind if you want to talk about some Total War in there, even though it's mostly League that you'll be watching. People are very chill with that. They're very interested. So, anyways, that's going to be it. Thank you very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time.